What's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here, and recently I made a video giving my team grades and my analysis of the 2016 NBA draft, and in that video, I kind of criticized the Boston Celtics for taking Jaylen Brown with the number 3 overall pick, and when I said that, you all put the damn Crispy and Crispy Flakes, like, you guys roasted the heck out of me and just told me I was completely wrong, which is fine. I'm open to your guys' arguments, and Celtic Nation, you know, I know they had to stand up and you know, take pride in their new young rookie on this team, so that's fine. I didn't take it as offensive or anything like that. I respect your guys' opinions, and for that reason, guys, I wanted to do a what if video, and that is what if Jaylen Brown becomes a superstar in the NBA. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is next year's roster, so it's probably gonna take a few years before he does that. But we're assuming he comes to this league with that LeBron James, Karl Anthony Towns mentality. It really just, you know, takes the league by storm. That's the fun of this series, guys. So looking at the play ratings right here, I got him as a 91 overall, which is it's kind of like Paul Pierce territory right there, man, for the Boston Celtics. Just saying. But like I said, I'm assuming that this guy lives up to that highest of his potential and the highest of his ability. And actually show you guys his stats here. You know, I really don't know too much about his game, to be honest. I did not watch him much in college. I do know that he was a defensive, you know, good defensive specialist out there. Very athletic. You know, I've heard comparisons of Jason Richardson, Jimmy Buckets, you know, players like that. So if he can be like those players, I think the Boston Celtics will get a hell of a steal. He did shoot 29% from three-point range in college, so, you know, it's definitely a shot that he has potential to make, but it's definitely something, you know, he needs to work on also. So, you know, I just messed around with the stats here and kind of rose the stats that were already kind of higher anyway when this player was initially created. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and simulate this season, see how this team does. And really, honestly, I do hope that the Boston Celtics do find a good young superstar in Jaylen Brown. I really think it's always a fun, you know, a more fun league to watch when the Boston Celtics are good. Same with like the Lakers and the Knicks, just like those big market teams. I'm a Pistons fan, of course, but you know, I'm pro whatever is best for the NBA, and having big market teams do well, in my opinion, is good for the NBA. It's just more enjoyable to watch, especially out east right now, man. Like the Eastern Conference does not have a lot of competition. Man, like, especially, I mean, there was talks of LeBron James leaving. Obviously, that's not going to happen now. But by the way things stand, I do think the Cavaliers are probably going to march in and just freaking take the East again next year. Of course, though, you know, the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors, those are two teams that I really think could really challenge them, you know, this year anyway, or this upcoming year anyway, for the next season. So I don't know if it'll be as easy as it was in years past for LeBron James, especially him being a year older. But I don't know, man. Like, Boston Celtics are definitely a good, young, intriguing team. And Jaylen Brown, he probably will be a good fit. I think initially, in the beginning of his career, he's going to be an athletic player that will be able to play good lockdown defense. I see him as a lockdown defender early on. And hopefully he can bring that offensive game also to that team. Whether he becomes a superstar or not, I guess that's for you guys to tell me. I mean, you know, you have your players in the league that come in. It's like, okay, this player is obviously going to be a superstar. And then you have players that kind of catch you off guard and kind of come out of nowhere. So if this guy comes out of nowhere, I don't know if that's really going to be the case. But it's just, I guess I don't really know where his ceiling is. And for all you guys out there that have watched this player, give me your thoughts about him. Like, give me your thoughts about Jaylen Brown and how he fits with the Boston Celtics, and what you expect out of him in his you know, early career in the NBA. That being said, you can't really expect a player unless, you know, like Karl Anthony Towns, like that dude freaking. Even the Timberwolves, they didn't really get better because of him, but he did show the potential to be a piece that you can build around. So I think if any player can do that earlier on in their career, that's definitely big for their team going forward, and just kind of like direction the team needs to take to build around that type of guy. But I don't know, guys, I'm kind of rambling on here. The Boston Celtics, I think they're a great team. Isaiah Thomas, big fan of his, especially being a short point guard. Me being a short basketball player myself. God damn, to have Kevin Durant, why don't you just go to the Boston Celtics yourself, man? Like, you would just fill that freaking small forward void like that. You really don't even have a void, though. I mean, I like Jay Crowder a lot. I think Jay Crowder's a good player. He probably is going to start next season anyway, and probably have Jaylen Brown come off the bench, at least initially. I'm a big Jay Crowder fan, though. But Kevin, there we go. We got Rookie of the Year, baby. Jaylen Brown, 20.8 points per game, 10.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.3 steal, 1.3 block. Shot about 50% field goal, 37% from 3. Like, that's pretty good numbers. Like, not gonna lie, those are not really superstar numbers, but those are all-star numbers. If he can do that, I think the Boston Celtics are set, man. Like, those are some good numbers if you ask me. Well, made a Rookie of the Year, man, which makes sense because he's 90 overall, right? Alright, so you kind of already checked out his stats there, but we'll look at the rest of the team stats. Yep, everybody else did. Isaiah Thomas actually led the team in scoring here. And, man, I do love his game a lot. He just needs that other guy on his team to really help this team reach full potential. You know what I'm saying? Avery Bradley's still, in my opinion, one of the best two-way guards in the league. Jared Sullinger, I don't know if you guys can argue this with me if you want. I don't really think he's starting material. I see this guy as like a big man off the bench, a guy that can, you know, bring scoring and rebound and stuff. But I don't know if I see him as like a starting center. I would love to see the Celtics get like Hassan Whiteside or somebody like that, or even a Al Horford. I think would be a great fit on those, you know, on the Boston Celtics. So let's go ahead, simulate the playoffs here, see how this team does. We did end up first in the conference with almost a 60-win season, so that's pretty damn impressive if you ask me. And Cavaliers at the number 2 spot. We got the Atlanta Hawks in the first round of the playoffs. Let's go ahead, simulate current round, and let's not lose. And okay, we get a sweep. Now we got the Toronto Raptors, and you know, looking at this list right here, man, like this looks pretty realistic for what I think we can expect next season. I mean, even like Portland, I can see them making it to the second round next year. We got the Thunder, assuming Kevin Durant comes back. Golden State, Spurs, Miami, Cleveland, Toronto, and Boston look pretty realistic to me, man. Although I'm a Pistons fan, so I mean, you know, maybe the Pistons can make it to that second round, man. I think that could definitely happen too. All right, simulate current round. And okay, we swept them. Now we got the Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers. Simulate current round. Ah, shit. All right, man. Took the L to LeBron James. Let me go ahead real quick here, check out the playoff stats. See how Youngblood did in his first playoff series. Damn, he played phenomenal, guys. Like, it is not his fault that they lost. Freaking 2.4 steals per game, 1.5 blocks. Yeah, if he can play anything like this in real life, if he can play like half of that, Boston Celtics are freaking set, man. So let's go ahead and simulate this finals race. See who wins it. We got the freaking Thunder, of course, beating the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1. And Kevin Durant, of course, MVP. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like. Let me know what other rookies you want me to see in superstar form. And peace out, my friends.